The more time you spend outside, the happier you will be. Let me say it again. The more time you're outside, the happier you will be. I say that because of a variety of things, and many of them I will share with you today. The first thing I would just like to bring up is that, for a fact, every single day there will be sun. Whether that's behind clouds, whether that be in my face like it is right now, whether it's going to be behind rain, behind a tornado, behind a hurricane, the sun will always come out. That means you have something every single day to be happy about, which is just so, so important. A lot of people on Earth right now have nothing to look forward to in their day, and that's why self-harm rates are so, so high, especially where I live in the United States. The second reason is because, well, I'm a really hard introvert. I used to spend the whole day inside playing video games and doing nothing that benefited me. I've kind of changed that mindset as I've matured and grown into a new person. I'm so much different than I used to be. People look at me when I'm outside, when I'm tanning, as like I'm a weirdo, and I used to fear that so hard when I was younger. Even right now, I'm surrounded by lots of people in this park in my college campus, and I don't care. And a lot of people think that's crazy, and I think that's something that you should value. In this society, a lot of people are doing things that they've learned from the media or they've learned from their parents, but they're just so utterly wrong and disproved by science. People are shoving themselves with fast food a day, spending their entire days inside on their phones and not calling or texting their family at all. And it's very hard for people to be happy in that sort of hemisphere. So those people telling you, oh, what you're doing is weird, is almost to the utmost degree a good thing. And I want you to remember that. At least that's the only thing I would like you to remember from that video is that it's okay for people to think you're weird. Because you are your own person, you are not other people. The last reason is because I love being outside, and being around in nature is so, so important. Doing grounding, getting your bare feet on grass has been proven to lower your stress and make you so much happier than you would be walking around in an apartment building or at your house with socks and shoes on. People through all across history have never used such heavy padding on their feet. Let me say that again. People through all of history have never had 5 layers of feet. The one layer that goes through your sock for the padding, and then you have the polyester that goes under, and then you have your sole of your shoe, and then you have the bare, it's kind of like a wood plastic part that sits on the bottom of your sole, and then you have the little like spikes or blocks of padding that stops it. That is so many layers. If you're not using nerves in your body, that is a bad thing. So having your nerves work will make you think a different way, like in the moment. Like if I am upset that I just failed a test and I'm feeling that feeling over and over again, and then I take my shoes off and then I touch some grass, that's a different feeling that I haven't felt. Does that make sense? In the sense that it creates a new feeling that distracts you from what you were thinking about before. And that's exactly why I do it. You also hear all the stuff around me. That's another reason why I like the ambience. Listening to ambience makes you feel more calm and almost more grounded in your life. A lot of people struggle with things like derealization. That's one thing I did struggle with and I went to therapy for. But not hearing the things around you and only being focused into one thing is kind of dangerous and almost kind of lowers your mental processing in a way. But in conclusion, I'd just like you guys to spend at least an hour outside, preferably in public. Guys, if you're an introvert, do it in public. If you're not, if you're an extrovert, you can do it in private if you'd like. But if you're an introvert, you want to challenge yourself to get used to the fact of people thinking you are weird. Otherwise, you will never grow as a human. And being barefoot and getting used to the ambience around you and getting used to your feet touching different things. Go hiking barefoot if it's safe. And remember to always value the sun and to value your family, value your time, and value the animals and nature around you. Thank you guys for watching. I have free guides of how to find good raw meat sources, and I will be releasing how to find good public parks and good tanning spots and optimal spots later in the Discord as we get more members. So if you would like to join that, please do. It is in the YouTube description. I really appreciate you guys watching, and if you leave it at the end, please leave a comment and make sure to subscribe, of course.